guys, it's Eric here at Farpoint Farms. Tonight, this is Shortwave Radio. In the US, we have the FM band. That's the most popular radio band here. Nearly every car on the road has an FM radio built into it, and most homes have at least one or two of them floating around. Those signals travel, 50 miles, 60 miles if you have a good antenna, and it's a strong station. And a lot of times here in the US, if you're living in a bigger city, there are also HD subchannels, so you have the opportunity to have one radio station but three different stations broadcasting on it, much like television has. Now you also have AM. AM's been around a lot longer than FM, and it is probably the most unique of the bands. You get a lot of information there. Now you have political stations, sports stations, religious stations, and even music still in 2024. So you do have the ability to find a lot of cool stuff on AM. AM stations also limited to about 50, 60 miles depending on the wattage, with a lot of the smaller community stations only having maybe a 10 to 20 mile range. Then comes shortwave. And shortwave is what this is going to be all about here. What I have in front of me here are radios capable of doing AM and FM, but these are all shortwave-based radios as well. And this is a new one, this is a new one, and these two are old ones, just to show you that there's some variety out there when it comes to shortwave. This DX440 is a recent pickup here. This would be considered a higher-end radio in its era. It has both AM, FM, and shortwave, but it also has upper sideband and lower sideband. Those would be used for listening to ham radio communications, which is a nice perk to have if you're going to purchase a radio like this. This can be picked up on eBay from anywhere from like $50 to $120, and that's a full-featured radio. So if you really want to dive all the way into shortwave, something like that would be a great used radio to buy. If you're not sure what shortwave is and you just want to try something out inexpensively, this is a flea market find. I believe I paid $2 or $3 for this. And this is also a shortwave. It does not have any extra bells and whistles. If you want to add an antenna to this, I believe you have to just use an alligator clip and clip on to this antenna that it comes with. It also has AM and FM, and I believe this one even has analog TV, which is no longer usable, but was part of that. Now they do make some new versions, not Radio Shack, but Reus makes some. I can't remember the model number. I think it's the 117. They make some that are like $20 and below. That'll get you about the same performance as this. They are AM only. Shortwave also broadcasts on AM, but no sideband and not a ton of features, but they work. They work for the strong stations. Moving up, if you want to get something in the newer range that would be more of the equivalent of that, well, you have this one here. This is a HDXH Data. And this is the D808, I think it is. And this one here is a really nice little radio, actually. I reviewed this a couple years ago, and I take this on all my trips now because it's just a really sensitive receiver, and it works really well. It does have sideband, so you can listen to the ham radio broadcasts if you want to. It has the ability to plug in an external antenna through the side as well, but you still have a built-in antenna, and so you can use that. That is probably in the $80 to $120 range. New, so little maybe not quite as cool as this one, but also pretty cool. And then on the higher end of the scale, you have radios like the Eton 750, which I don't have with me right now, but I do own one of those. And then this is a really newish release. This was a radio from Chow, I think it's pronounced, LC90. This one's got general coverage, upper sideband, lower sideband, AM, FM, and shortwave, but it also has something that none of the other radios that I've ever reviewed have, and that is it's also an internet radio, which is cool. I'll probably make a video just on internet radio here in a couple of months. But now that you got an idea, and this one here, like the Eton, is a rather expensive radio. I think this runs $250, or it was when I bought my last one, and the Eton is all the way up nearly $500. I can't say whether one of these is going to be a better choice for you or not, but just be aware you have a lot of options when it comes to shortwave radios. You can go new or used, you can go mild or wild. And it's a hobby you can get into cheap. Like I said, for just some of the more powerful stations, you can start off with something that costs less than $10 if you can find one at a flea market or Goodwill. Go on to eBay and you can get yourself something like this that's full featured, and you might get a great deal on it and pay less than $50 or something like that. You can move up into something like this and pick up nearly everything that's out there, and a pretty sensitive receiver for right around $100. Or you can go all in and get something like an Eton or a Chow LC90 here and get internet radio with this particular radio, or a very, very sensitive receiver with the LC90 that has every bell and whistle you can think of. I've got a whole series of videos on shortwave as well as other forms of radio, so if you're interested in that sort of stuff, perhaps you've come to the right channel and you should subscribe. And for the rest of you, I'll see you next time. Take care.